What's up, Lee? I can't get on Discord. Hopefully you're able to.
I don't think I can get on Discord either. I think it's just loading, so we're just gonna have to take this live on
Yeah.
Facebook, right? And that's it. And maybe pop a YouTube link in when we but I'll be right back. Okay, give me just like 1 minute. You can crank it up if you want. Well, we are.
Yes.
So I'll be right back.
I believe SMCI is one of the things having earnings right now, right? We'll take a look.
Yeah,
at
we got RIOT. We got RIOT up here. We got AMD, and then we have SMCI. What else did we talk about?
Amazon, maybe.
Amazon, yeah. Let me put Amazon earnings. We got a big afternoon, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I think I want to take a look at Amazon over RIOT, to be honest. If I have to choose three things, Amazon going mad already. Let's see. This is just putting in a crazy candle. Let's see what this is doing. Definitely time to pay attention to Amazon, I guess. Out of everything, we're not quick enough, man. 3 minutes or late to the party. Let's see. I actually had some squiggly lines back from before, and let's see where I have levels. For Amazon, 188.65 is something I was looking at in terms of resistance from back before. I haven't really prepared this chart. So let's see. Looks like we've just swept the low of 25th of April. So from a couple of days back, that's a nice move. Wouldn't surprise me to see this thing come back down, maybe below 180 and then go up. So we'll see. Porter notified Discord. Thank you, sir. We're unable to get on Discord, the both of us. Actually, now I am able. Looks like
mine's on Discord, but it's not. It's like frozen in time, guys. Doesn't normally happen, but today we are there. But yeah, man, Amazon. We got Amazon. I remember picking up Amazon, and people thought I was mad picking up Amazon when it was just downtrending in the 90s, and I was like, man, I'm gonna pick up Amazon and just keep on buying it at these lows. I think it was like a year and a half ago, and that was a nice pickup in the end. But look at Amazon. Fast forward, we're up over 100% from that entry. Pretty insane.
We've come a very long way. This is an epic 1 hour candle. If it well, and we still have 55 minutes for this to unfold on the 1 hour here. That's already an epic one.
Oh, I think we have live stream now. Let me go in there.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, everyone here on Discord? I'm gonna mute you, Lee.
Let me mute you on the Discord. Let me get that muted. Boom. All right, guys.
Chart up in here.
Oh no, we had some kind of weird Discord problem there, and it prevented me and Jay from coming on Discord doing it live. So now we're live on Discord. We're live on socials. It's time to crank this baby up.
My God, SMCI coming in with the wicks here, man. That was a very illiquid move. My God.
Ooh, nice. Look at those moves.
SMCI is something that we've talked with the lifers about for actually since below 700, and I think Chag and Nikki here can attest to that at the very least. Let's see on the lower time frames again where we're at the moment. Whew.
And I will be commenting, guys. I'll put the comment in the comments what the actual earnings when they come out and what the numbers are. I'll be posting those for you guys as soon as I get them.
I was taking a look at Amazon, maybe sweeping some stops below 180 and then finding support. We'll see. Seems to be a little bit of a level there.
The implied move for SMCI, right? Super microcomputer. The implied earnings move is 12.1%. And the earnings came out and they are as follows. Revenue was a miss. I can pull it up here on the screen. Revenue was a miss. EPS was a beat, right? EPS came in at $6.65 and the estimate was $5.57. That's a huge beat on the EPS side. Revenue came in a little bit short.
Yeah, we've been in this quite literally from $700 approximately. So if it can reach for 1020, that would be a nice 50% move. That's a good level to watch for, I think. 1020. That's still almost $100 from here. Let's see if it can push into that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of float this company has too, right? Because that's a 8.5% move so far from where we closed to where we are now in after hours. Their float, their float is 58 million outstanding, and their free float is 50, so 8 million restricted. But that's nothing. That's nothing of a float for such a big company and big stock. It's pretty low in my book.
It's moving just so crazily by the $10s and $20 per ticket.
You know me, like being silent trading it. I am not trading this one. You won't get me buying a spread of $20. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that.
If you want to enter this on any kind of size, they're going to make sure that you are buying the exact top of that candle and selling the exact bottom regardless. My God.
Oh yeah, bought $5. Oh, got that popcorn out. $5. Bought $5 of SMCI on that fractional shares. Or did you buy a whole $5 of a full share when it was $5 back? Probably a long time ago. I took a tiny position in Amazon spread a month out. That's a smart move by TCAC. It's a smart move there.
I was also taking a look at Bitcoin actually because we just went below 60K, and during these earnings, that's typically also a good time to be aware of the general market sentiment, right? So this is going to turn around. I would imagine that this is going to have a hard time holding up. So maybe also want to take a look at RIOT. Right? They're the crypto Bitcoin miners. Let's see. Ooh, this looks like it's going to fall back into one of these gaps. Maybe some levels for later on in the week would be 913 there or 830 maybe for later on in the week for a bounce. Let's see if we can actually move to one of those levels. Looks like the volume is all in SMCI and Amazon though.
Man, if you grab that move I put out in the actual Discord and the option side, I put out one trade today, and didn't it blow up perfectly? It was a SPY put on the breakdown at the beginning of the day, and all you had to do is hold it all day long and maximize your profit. There was not one reason for you to sell out of SPY puts on like 15, 30-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame. It looked ugly as hell. And at the end of the day, we got some big sell-off on SPY at the end of the day. We're down to 502 we closed today. It's just about the quality, right? It's about the quality of the setup. And if it doesn't make sense, then why jump into the trade?
And if this is going to break below these lows here, 830, then we could look all the way back down to 700. Like anything can really happen here. A big move to the upside and then flush down. Like,
let's have a look at that. Let me take a look at that too.
This looks scary. If you're long here and you have a stop loss below one of these two lows, I think
ugly.
That's ugly.
Let's have a look what kind of move we got here.
Couple more seconds here.
I could absolutely see this. Like, if it's bad, if we react bad, I can absolutely see this touching the low 700s. I can absolutely see it touching that, and then if it falls through that, then there's nothing really holding it up. To be honest with you,
I have 352. If it doesn't hold 700,
yeah, woo!
That's literally one of the ones that I had on there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with these two little equal lows there. If that falls out, you're looking at the bigger move down again.
You're probably looking at the weekly. I'm thinking the weekly. Yeah, I feel like we can see it easily down to low 700s. We're already at 803 and dropping. We're down 6-7% here. This thing is dropping like a fly.
Yeah.
And that's quite the sell-off there. And I think if it continues this way, it can easily drop $100. We've seen it move up and down swings, $100, $150, so that we know that this can swing that way.
Yeah, when they put that low in here and that was moving back to that low, like the moment that gets broken, that might get very ugly here. So.
And Paul House, I was looking for, basically I was on the weekly chart. I mean, on the weekly chart, you can go all the way down to that wick, that bottom of that wick on the weekly. And what is that? That's going to be around 670. So, I mean, it could really, if it loses 700, 710, then I think, yeah, 680 would be, 670 would be next. Now, the question is, Jay, do we short it now? That's the question.
Well, if it comes back into 855, they're like very similar to what Quench was showing on his stream, right? Like you've got your level broken down, but you would like to see this come back into the level and then roll over. So if you see something like that on the second attempt down after coming back in here, 855, and then seeing that it rolls over, like you don't want to be early with this. Then potentially, yeah, but after hours on such an illiquid thing, I'm not sure about that, man. You can put your money there, but I'm definitely not. But from a charting perspective, you could. Maybe it touches 855 there again.
Man, there's a lot of earnings today.
Yeah, there truly is. Let's make
too many earnings. Here. Okay, so Amazon, big earnings with Amazon. What I see here, implied move is 6.7%, and revenue came in higher than the estimates. EPS came in higher than the estimates. So if there is one that's doing better with EPS and sales together combined, Amazon has been the one so far. But we're getting a little pullback with Amazon at the moment.
It looks milder than SMCI at least. Like looks more like a friendly.
And we're all the way back up, bro. We're all the way back up $50 more from that low. Then, my lord, this thing.
Look at this 15-minute time frame candle decided to go back to where exactly it opened. That's
that's flat.
That's pretty epic, yeah.
Yeah.
Wreck all the shorts, wreck all the longs, and mean revert.
VWAP is 867, so I would look for either rejection at VWAP there, and that could be a good trigger to go short there. Or if we blast through VWAP of 867, we're probably gonna maybe test the 900s again. That's my pivot right there. The VWAP, guys, 867-ish. Either we pull back down there or we go higher above. I would stay the hell away from it too. Yeah.
Look where Amazon came to, dude. Exactly like these stops below 180 and then exactly back above. So ideally you'd hold above 180, I'd say. If it's going to get back below there, who knows?
I also heard with Amazon, they're trying to get the rights sorted out to start showing NBA live on Prime. So like there's some deals trying to happen with Amazon right now, and NBA taking it away from from TNT over here in the States. So there's maybe a good deal coming out for Amazon there and showing NBA on their streaming service. But it's kind of weird. I think showing football, American football alone on Prime is kind of weird, but I suppose it makes sense for some. Oh, it's coming back, bro. It's coming back down.
And SMCI as well, right back into 850, and from there right back down. So this is going to be a low to hold here. Could get very ugly below that.
You know what? I'm gonna try one share, shorting it. Call me crazy.
Call you Lee.
That's me. Let me just buy a short one share if I can. Let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna have a tight stop on it. I'm not gonna let it go crazy. If we get above that VWAP, that would be my stop, about around 867. If we go higher than there.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Maybe this is one, bro, that tomorrow you wake up and you see it trading at $500 and you think, why did I go with one share?
Yeah, I just think it's overinflated. Anyways, the price action, where it came from in such a quick period of time, I think there is some kind of pullback coming for this one. I got nothing filled so far on the short side. I'm waiting to get a one share shorted here. I'm just going to watch this next candle, see what it does.
Looks like things are turning around a little bit. Man, RIOT here on the 15-minute time frame has apparently been going through a rough time. Like I said, maybe for later on in the week, 9:13 or 8:30 would be two levels to look at.
Zoom in on that, bro. That's a good level to watch right there. Let's zoom in on that RIOT. So, there's a lot of crypto traders out there too that play these stocks based on crypto. So zoom in on that.
I'll zoom in on this. Yeah. I got these levels from a higher time frame, I think, from a daily. So on the daily time frame, this has left behind some of these big holes, right? Big holes here. So I'm looking at the bottom of these holes and I'm thinking later on in the week, if it comes to one of these bottoms of these daily holes, I'm potentially very interested to play a little bit of a bounce. Like I'm not a long-term investor in something like RIOT. I'd rather be in Bitcoin than miners for the longer term, but maybe for a 10% bounce or something from these levels, that would be realistic. Yeah, literally a 10% move and then out again, because that does not look like a very healthy price action at all. That actually looks like it's pretty bearish. Yeah.
And just so you guys know, I haven't shorted no SMCI yet. I'm seeing these. We got some green candles coming here on like the 5-minute candles. A 3-minute, should I say. So I'm going to see what these ones do. And when this starts rolling over is when I'm going to grab one share to the short side. But it's over 850, so I'm not going to touch it yet until maybe a VWAP rejection. Or above VWAP for a play to the upside. I mean, we can definitely switch our heads around quick and do that.
Like always, I like to look at these earnings to see where things are going to open up and to kind of make a plan for later on in the week. But by all means, like this is definitely not the time. Never is the time, but now is definitely not the time to blow up your account like after hours trading some illiquid earnings. You're doing all this work during regular market hours to do everything properly just to throw your money into something very illiquid now. So just kind of smaller sizes, right? If you do proceed. My God, all of these 5-minute candles here on Amazon just closing exactly at the line. So let's see where I got that line from. Where I said that seems to be a little bit of a level. I think that comes from a 1 hour. Yeah, that's a 1 hour level. Looks like that's what we're holding right now. On the 15-minute, that could be a nice candle, right? That If it closes above 179.71 here in let's see, 9 minutes, that would be a nice candlestick. So that's maybe a good confirmation to look at for more green candlesticks to come for Amazon, is getting above 179.7 with this 15-minute candle close. That would be solid, at least in my book. And then potentially getting out below 176, so the low of that candle. But let's see where these 15-minute candle closes, where they close.
So also Amazon, they had good earnings, right? Good earnings, but they forecast for the second quarter sales to be a little bit lower than the estimates. So that's probably why we're getting a little pullback in Amazon, right? Because that's what can do it, guys. I mean, that's why earnings is such a coin flip. It's like, okay, we have great sales, great EPS, but then they hit us with the guidance. Oh, it's going to come in much lower than the estimates. Then bam, that whole big move is gone in an instant with guidance. So that's probably why we had this pullback. But if they can see some good stuff, I don't see why this can't retrace all the way back up to those, after our highs again. But just know that the guidance is coming in a little bit lower than expected.
It's always the damn guidance, a sporter. He's damn right. That's true.
And I definitely missed that. But guys, there's too much action going on here. I'm looking at AMD, I'm looking at SMCI, and AMD did come back down. But what a recovery with AMD so far, from 148 up to 154. I totally missed my trade, Jay, with AMD.
That's the same thing again, dude. That's
bro.
The exact same thing again.
Same thing. I would have just stuck some fibs on there and just played off the fib level. Got our 25% recovery. I would have got.
It looks pretty bearish to me, at least for now. Maybe they'll sweep these lows here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Actually, factually, wait a second. Let's see what that low is there. 145.28, something like that. Let's see. That's going to be an important one. It's a 5 minute. Yeah, that looks like it's about to maybe have a little pop and then roll over. At least for now, right? Unless it could get back above 161 here.
Okay, and I went a little bit short. I bought one share of the SMCI. I got filled here at 850. And like I said, it's gonna be a tight stop. If we get over VWAP of say 867, that will be my stop. If we close like a 2 minute candle above there, like a 1 or 2 minute candle above VWAP, then I'm just out with this play, because we know how SMCI can move, and I'm not gonna mess with it. So that will be my stop, and then my target will be down into 830s, maybe down lower than that, to maybe retest lows of after hours. But right now, I see that we're below the SMA 220, we're below VWAP, and also below RSI 50. So there's some bearish indicators still with SMCI at the minute. That could flip, like I say, very quickly, and that's why I'm just going to watch that position, that one share. And then, like, I honestly think Amazon, like you were talking about Amazon, I think that's one solid plays. I feel like consistently over the last couple of quarters been very, very good on the growth side, always beating the actual earnings. The EPS, they beat sales. They're also, like, their Amazon Web Service is for the first time hit over 100 billion in annual run rate for the first time ever in their history. So they're definitely growing at a substantial rate. And Amazon are just like dipping into every kind of business at the moment, taking some market share. So if I had to pick one, it would probably be Amazon out of all of those. AMD is good too, but AMD has some I think it's kind of overvalued at this price, to be honest.
If I had to choose one of these three, and I literally had to buy one of these three, I would absolutely go with Amazon as well.
I'm glad that we agree.
Yeah, the other things are really, really. with the dollar looking very bullish as well, I think like these risk on things like SMCI, Nvidia, AMD, even MU, they could be due for a little bit of a pullback, and a little bit of a pullback could easily be 30% or like that. That would be a little bit of a pullback. Not so far, yeah. Porter says sorry for your loss, Lee, but I don't see anything wrong yet, man.
It's still weak, but it's got some volume still, and like we say, it's a low float. Technically, it's a lower float. It's only 55 million on the float side for this. That's not that much for such a big stock. So yeah, like I say, I'm gonna have my button on the sell if it gets a little crazy. But don't panic. It's only one share, and it's only like, what am I going to lose? Like $17. So it's not that bad. And let me see what else. What other one? AMD. Let me look at AMD. They should have spread this out a little bit. Maybe have some of these on like a Friday afternoon. It would have been more fun to end the week with.
It's a bit hectic with all of these things at once. Let's take a flip here on AMD for a moment. Maybe let's
a double beat also with AMD as well.
Let's see if it can go up a bit higher.
Where's AMD at? Oh, but AMD
154
on the way up still. Okay, so AMD, I'm gonna share that with you guys. I'm gonna post it in the comments. We got the AMD announcing double beat, right? Stock is still down, but EPS was 62 cents, beating expectation by a penny. And revenue came in at 5.5 billion, beating expectations of the 5.45 billion. So there's some big numbers coming in still, but the actual reaction is not good so far. Where do I have these lines from AMD? Oh, okay. That's where I have the lines. It's respecting these lines right now, AMD. $154. Ooh. There's some support right there for AMD around 149. And then if you go we can go back a couple of days and we were down there at that 140s on AMD. So, I think either 149 or we got here to the bottom of this wick is 146 and change. So those are the levels that I will watch for a hold. 149 and 146 for AMD. They bounced off the 148, 149 so far, and we retraced all the way back to 153. But we're not out of the woods. If you're a bull and you're trying to play AMD up, I don't think you're out of the woods until obviously we start retracing back and go towards that green again.
Looks like Amazon's also not going to be able to close above 179.7 here on the 15 minutes, so that's not all too hot, at least immediately here. Looks like the first 15-minute candle or the second one really did the damage.
That's for Amazon so far. My little SPY put got 1,588% if you held. That's if you held from the top to the bottom. I told you guys the puts were the way to go today. It's just a lot of selling volume on SPY today. And that is crazy if you held from why didn't you hold? Come on. What made you sell? What made you sell? Look at those candles I posted in Discord. There's nothing to say, hey, it's coming back. back up.
Those are crypto numbers, 1588%.
I'm not saying hold. I'm just saying, have that trading stop loss, baby. That's what you gotta have. Because SPY is crazy and I wanted my profits. Hey, that's a good enough reason for me too. I'm happy with my profits. I'm getting out. It's okay. AMD's retracing down off that resistance around 154.40.
Looks like your SMCI short is looking good, bro.
Oh, it's coming. I'm in the green. Couple bucks in the green, guys.
I'm actually looking at my shorts on crypto as we speak. There's more activity over there. Let's see.
Well, I mean, I see gold selling off a lot. Today there was gold sell off, and then we had if you're trying to play, if gold continues to sell off, have a look at the inverses, guys. I mean, look at the GDST. Yeah. That's an inverse ETF for gold miners.
Yeah.
That's 2 times. If you want a little bit risk, but if the trend is in our favor and the gold is coming back, then you just trade JDST to the upside. I think that was up 6% today, if I'm not mistaken, if I go to it and have a look real quick. JDST, it was up 10% today. So gold is coming back down. I saw gold coming back down. I also saw crypto's down as well.
Yeah.
And then I would presume that the dollar's getting stronger at this point.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, the dollar is up 0.6% today. So that's actually a very big move for something like the DXY, 0.6%. That's some of these forex pairs also making almost 1% moves today. That's quite a lot. The dollar is definitely gaining strength. What is this here on my watch list? Some random pot stock up 46% today. Maybe it's that time of the market again, bro. Maybe it's that time again that we have to go and trade random pot stocks for 50% up.
Yes, yes. The pot stocks, dude. And I'm sure you are you're making them money as we speak. But I'm telling you that pot stocks ran up today because I believe that they're going to put it in a lower class. And because of that news, all the pot stocks are running, CGC, Kroon, ACB, Sundial, all of them are running up on that news today. If you caught that, that's great. And I do believe Big Quench Austin mentioned Telray in a stream to get some leaps on some calls a couple of weeks ago. So if you're in those, they're probably up nicely too. But with these, what do you think with these weak stocks? They normally are for me, they're pump and dumps, to be honest with you. They don't really hold up too much. Maybe this time they will.
I am good at MC says, what happened to Bitcoin, BTCJ? Basically, what I've been talking about on the Sunday streams, you gotta come out and hang out on the Sunday streams, and you gotta follow along and Titan trading. Bitcoin breaking below 60,000 is for sure not a surprise.
Ooh, okay. So you know what? I like Starbucks is down on earnings today right now, down 10.8% Starbucks.
Ooh. Maybe
there's some retracement right there. I'm looking for some retracement there because we haven't been down to $78 for some time.
That is epic.
Yeah. Have a look at that.
I immediately want to look lower, bro. 68.
Yeah, it looks ugly right now. 68, well, not 68, but I mean, it could. I mean, looking at the daily or the weekly, I think we can come down to test down here. We're looking around, 68-ish. I mean, realistically.
That's what I had, man. 68.39. That's my level.
I also have a level. I have a level so at 74 as well. So I would be looking at 74 to hold. If not 74 holds, then why not come down to 68, 65 to 68, and I'll be picking it up right there at that bottom to run this back up.
as a swing trader, just for a second here for Starbucks, what I want to see is something like this, where it gets below that level and then it gets back above it, stops everybody out, then also traps people into thinking that it has to go lower. That can happen. If it does not hold 68, 69, that could go back to 50. That's really not looking, that's looking very, very heavy at the moment. Let's put these things out. I'm going to pick some of that up at lower prices. That does interest me, actually, Starbucks. A lot.
Yeah, Starbucks is going to be interesting, guys. I'm going to have this on my watch list, one of my top watches for tomorrow to play.
I'm also going to get ready for Starbucks again. I'm going to put that back on the watch list. I've been playing that.
Ah, baby, I got my SMCI. It's down to 821, guys. We're down into good profits. You don't have to say sorry for my loss anymore, Porterhouse, because I'm in the money, bro. And that short position is looking good. It's going to pay for my dinner today. I don't know about you, but it's 20, 30 bucks. It's going to pay for my dinner.
I think, Lee, bro, that you're going to get it back to that low, but that looks good, man. Yeah. Like literally, like we've said, like you asked me the question, do we short this now? I answered you. If it comes back to 850 and rolls over, and you've quite literally done that.
Ooh, 818. We're up around, let me see, I'm up $54 on that one short. I take it. I'm going to take my profit, guys. I'm going to take my profit right now. And I'm happy with that. I'm good. I'm not trying to stay here afternoon and trade it till 8 p.m.
Nah, that's nice, dude.
Filled 817.
Let's go back to Amazon here for a moment as well. But Starbucks, thanks to whoever who mentioned that. That's probably it was you, Lee. Thanks to you.
No, TCAC in the Discord.
Thank you, TK. That's something that I had forgotten about, and I shouldn't be forgetting about something like that. Epic. Let's see for Amazon. Yeah. Let's go back to the 15 minutes. Well, nice little trade there on your short, dude.
Yeah, good. I'm good with that. I got myself some good profit, but like Starbucks, it's just coming down. It's 11% down already. Looking ugly. But I'm drooling at the mouth too, because I want to pick some Starbucks up in the 60s. I want to pick them up. No one's going to stop going to Starbucks. They're being built everywhere.
Absolutely.
They're like a CVS and Walgreens over here. It's like a pharmacy or a gas station or a petrol station over there. They're just everywhere, bro.
I completely agree with that. That's why I'm also saying like that's one that I want to keep on my radar. It's a blockbuster project. It's very obvious, and all you really have to do is look around to see it. Yep. At least in that's I agree with that.
Thank you for that profit, SMCI. I'm glad. I'm happy. Now I'm going to buy myself some Chipotle with that and save a little bit of money.
Nice one, man.
Oh, AMD. Yeah, I missed AMD. What's AMD doing? It's just sitting towards the bottom of that after hours move.
Yeah, looks ready to just roll over back to these lows, but from a swing perspective, this is also something like AMD. This is going to have to come lower for me, and that's going to rhyme as well, but it really does. Maybe in the 130s again, something like 130, literally. Let's remove everything. Yeah. 130 is a level that I'm interested at for a couple of reasons. So yeah, I'd look from there. That's a nice previous stop, like would make all the sense in the world. You could put a fib on there, probably lines up with a 618 or so. Let's actually do that for a moment.
Maybe we can share some of these numbers, like what the strong levels you're looking at. I can probably type them up and put them in the comments.
But like this is for like maybe in the days and weeks to come, but 131 for AMD, 130, 131. I think that's literally the 618. I didn't even know.
that is previous high, right? Previous high from last year or something, 2 years ago.
That's actually from May 2023. So like even if you think about it like from a seasonal perspective, like it would make all the sense in the world to come back to that exact level. So you basically have a range. It's kind of like the middle. After last year in May, we went lower and then went higher. So this is approximately the middle of the range. In May to come back there, that wouldn't kind of surprise me. It could come down lower as well, but I definitely want to try and attempt a good long position on that. But preferably from lower, at least from a swing trading perspective. I don't know if I'm going to get it, right? But I do know that I'm interested at 130. And what do you have, sir, on AMD?
Same.
What's on your chart? Same. As per usual.
No, I like that. No, I like that level. I'm not gonna just confuse people with different levels. I agree with you with that level, and that level's only $20 lower. So I think it's doable in the next couple of days if we sell off. Or this also could be the dip by tomorrow pre-market, and then it rips into the day. So I mean, it really depends on how we open up pre-market tomorrow to see what we got going on. But I think if we sell off more, why not have that? Like, I agree with you that 131 is a great number to watch. Doesn't mean, hey, let's go long as soon as we touch it. We want to see what reaction we see off of that level. And if we see buyers step in with some strong force, then we can say, okay, this is a great starting position to maybe go, long again. But we want to see the reaction off that level, not just buy when it hits that level, guys. We want to see if it's going to hold and start reversing from there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like that level.
Yeah. I'm not immediately thinking about that level tomorrow yet. Anything can happen, but I'm not expecting that. And it's more so like I'm aware of that maybe in the month of May. I don't know when price gets there. Like nobody can tell you, right? Could be tomorrow. But even in 2 weeks, if in 2 weeks we haven't reached it yet, that's still going to be a level of interest in it.
We have someone on YouTube. I have a question, Kevin. Maybe you can help him out with this. What does everyone think about Microsoft drop? Was it a Microsoft drop, or was it a reaction? Was it a reaction due to maybe these earnings? Oh, well, it sold off pretty hard today.
Let's see. We're still... Well, we've broken an all-time high from back in 2021. Let's see, what are we at after hours here? I would say below 360 is kind of a cause of concern that you might have to, that it could come down lower than that. Maybe could even come and retest the previous all-time high. Like I'm personally not in this. Like just saying it as it is, I'm not in that. If I'm not in it here, is that a buy to me? No, like I'd like to see 350 again. Like that would make all the sense. If that doesn't happen, that's also fine. But that's really a level that I'm interested at. That's that previous all-time high. Maybe doesn't come that low. Like if you're long, I genuinely hope it doesn't have to get there again. But that's kind of prime interest. And if it does hold higher than maybe 377, 377. That's what it would preferably hold up there. But we're still way above that, right? So I don't really see... Well, yeah, that looks like it's going to continue to 377 soon. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to keep Microsoft on my radar as well, but I personally would like it from 350. So I think I've established that for myself a while back, that's the level that I want to buy at. Yeah. So Kevin Patton, what I think about the the Microsoft drop is, bigger picture is probably going to be fine, but from a swing trading perspective, now is not the time to go long, at least for me. At least for me. Now is not the moment. see.
Good.
Very typical earnings move here on Amazon, where you get that big candle with two sides, and then it's basically just going sideways. This is how it basically always is. I guess it's the same on SMCI. Oh man, if you held your short, this is like, it's definitely took those lows here from from after hours. Sorry.
Yeah, that's down to, look at that, guys, down to 786. If you shorted a stock with me, if you decide to short one share, you made yourself over, what's that, around like $60 on that short side. I sold, which I was okay with. I sold at 817. But yeah, there's the follow through. It took out that low, and then we saw some sellers just pile in once we took out that low after hours.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Like I actually think that we did a pretty good job, man. Like the tag team on this, the bearish retest, and just like also what Quench does on his streams, like literally level, break, retest, and then follow through down. That's a very nice move, and just the ability to be able.
I think he got that from us. I don't think we took that from his stream. I think he took it from our stream, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well. Imagine. Well, turns out.
So that was good. Yeah, we got that. We got that, guys. I mean, that was great. We took that short out, and I think there's more downside to come on this one. But there's not. To me, there could be a bounce right here at this level because it's wicked down, but it's pushing right back up off those levels again, off those lows. But I think maybe there'd be a lot more action tomorrow during the day, which you can just easily just follow the trend, and it will probably be a very clear trend once we open up tomorrow.
Yeah. I also just plan to see where things are going to open up tomorrow and then go from there based on some of these levels and areas that you can plan for already a while in advance, right? So I know some people in our Discord and you as well, you're very good at these day trades, but especially on equity, that's not where I personally shine. I really want to know in advance, preferably days or weeks, where I'm going to look to do business, at least on equities. For crypto, it's a little bit different for me. That comes easier, but
crypto, you just turn into a real big degen, and that's what you do. You're just a damn Chad, and you do whatever you want, whenever you want.
World. It's
in the middle of the night, we're all sleeping over here in the equity world, and then he's just nailing it with all the profits. Chaddison J.
Chaddison J. Come check out Titan Trading. Absolutely. Smashing the bid. With that being said, dude, smash a pot of pasta, bro. I still have to go get dinner. So
I'm about to blast on out of here. It was good trying to go over so many earnings with you. It can get a little confusing, but I think we did pretty well. So guys, I mean, if you guys want to join us in the Discord, if you're on social and you want to trade with us tomorrow, it's discord.gg/BT Penny. That's our actual Discord link. You can jump in there. We're going to be trading tomorrow in the morning, and then also I have one like mid-morning as well. So we'll see you then, and everyone in the Discord, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you, everyone.
All right, bye guys.